Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Holy frickin' crap, this might be the biggest L of the year. Maryland Senator Chris Van Hollen just took the most embarrassing public L I think I've seen in a long time. I mean, this is the stuff straight out of the meme format, how it started versus how it ended. So we all know what's been going on here. We spoke about it briefly yesterday. This absolute clown goofball thought it would be a really good idea to launch an international protest movement, a Democrat envoy to El Salvador. Clearly, this absolute no-name clown thought it would be a good idea to build up his non-existent political brand with this cheap virtue-signaling stunt, rushing to the defense of none other than Kilmar Abrego Garcia, an illegal MS-13 gang member who beat his wife, as we're now learning. He got deported by the Trump administration under the Alien Enemies Act. And you know, most people with their heads screwed on straight would look at this situation and in 2 seconds come to the conclusion, yikes, maybe not the best hill to die on. But as we know with these Democrats, never let a potential crisis go to waste. And so Chris Van Hollen, he was all over this thing, attempting to organize an envoy to fly to El Salvador to advocate for this criminal. And boy, oh boy, did it end in a spectacular, embarrassing, big, fat L. Holy moly, let me show you guys exactly what's going on. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. Alright folks, so exactly like I said, let's use the how it started versus how it ended meme format to tell the story here.
How it started.
I'm here at the airport. I'm about to board my flight for San Salvador. I hope to meet with representatives of the government. I hope to have the chance to actually see Kilmar. I just landed at the airport in San Salvador a little while ago, looking forward to meeting with the team from the American Embassy. After that, I hope to meet with some high-level government officials from El Salvador.
So that's how it started. Him announcing the trip, acting like some kind of civil rights hero. I'm gonna go to El Salvador and secure a meeting with top government officials. We're gonna lobby on behalf of this MS-13 member and make sure that he's okay and see if we can secure his release back into America. That's how it started, and now here's the punchline, how it ended.
How it ended.
So I asked the vice president if I could meet with Mr. Abrego Garcia. He said he was not able to make that happen. He said he needed a little more time. I asked him if I came back next week, whether I'd be able to see Mr. Abrego Garcia. He said he couldn't promise that either. So I asked him if I could get on the phone, either video phone or just a phone, and talk to Mr. Abrego Garcia, so I could just ask him how he's doing, so I could report back to his family. He said he could not arrange that. He said maybe if the American Embassy were to ask, maybe that could happen. I asked him how about his family? How can he talk to his wife so that she can hear his voice? I let him know that the family has requested that. He said he was not sure whether he could make that happen.
Womp womp womp. The guy couldn't even get a phone call. Nothing. This has gotta be one of the most humiliating backfires in recent political memory. Just pure second-hand embarrassment that I'm feeling for this guy. But what did he expect? This guy got on a plane flying to El Salvador to lobby on behalf of a criminal illegal alien. And we already knew this based on the court documents, and now it gets even worse as more documents have released, which I recorded another video on earlier today, that pretty much confirm the suspicion. He was caught and arrested with other known MS-13 gang members. He has a history of domestic violence. The documents now prove it. What on earth were the Democrats thinking, and especially this guy? What on earth was going through his mind to think that this would be a valuable political stunt that would pay dividends? How idiotic. And really the tell should have been, the tell that this was an absolutely horrible idea, when no other Democrats would join him. Not one. At one point, it seemed as though Cory Booker was going to jump on the plane, but I think most people probably had good enough sense to realize how insane this is. This guy was the only person dumb enough to go on this PR disaster of a trip. And I don't know what he was thinking he was going to accomplish here. Just think about it. Obviously, the El Salvadorian government isn't on the same page and wants nothing to do with this nonsense. We know that the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, has a zero-tolerance policy for gangs and gang members. He's been praised across the world for cleaning up his country and cracking down on violent crime. You think he's going to roll down the red carpet and welcome some dopey American senator flying in to whine about a deported gang member? How stupid is that? Nobody wants anything to do with this, Senator Van Hollen, and everybody can see through your pathetic little grift. And speaking of that pathetic little grift, here's the most disgusting part. This guy's going to bat for an MS-13 member, making a big deal out of it. But when a young girl was murdered by an illegal alien criminal in his own state, this guy was dead silent. Not a word, not a peep, not a tweet. In fact, the girl's mother actually just visited the White House and highlighted that deep, dark hypocrisy.
To have a senator from Maryland who didn't even acknowledge or barely acknowledged my daughter and the brutal death that she endured, leaving her 5 children without a mother and now a grandbaby without a grandmother, so that he can use my taxpayer money to fly to El Salvador to bring back someone that's not even an American citizen. Why does that person have more right than I do, or my daughter, or my grandchildren? I don't understand this.
It's heartbreaking, and really it tells you all that you need to know about these Democrats. And again, what a dumb hill to die on. It's bad enough that Democrats are constantly running cover for illegal immigration. You know, Greg Gutfeld actually did a segment, which I think pretty much nails it.
I honestly don't care. Do you not? I bet the viewers at home feel this narrative at work. What is strange about this story? What is the strange thing about this story? The majority of Americans favor deportation of illegals, especially those who are criminals, but they favor deportation of illegals. The last, 8 days, 7 days, has been around about one person.
Yep.
One person. I don't even know his name. I don't care. If he's here illegal, he's got to go. We are not responsible for the faulty process that allowed him to be here before. Is he a terrorist? Is he not a terrorist? I don't care.
Nobody cares. There's no interest in fighting on behalf of illegal immigrants. Go through the proper immigration channels. It's that simple to most people who have basic common sense. You know, it's bad enough that a Democrat would engage in this behavior on behalf of an illegal immigrant, but to go full activist mode for a confirmed gang member? It's beyond parody. I mean, this is next level stupid. And now with the document dumps, confirming Kilmar's MS-13 ties and history of violence, I mean, really, I think the Democrats just blew their own freaking kneecaps off. It's beyond shooting themselves in the foot. They've completely decapitated themselves. It's unbelievable. It's a real facepalm moment. And now they could try to spin it. They could try to play victim and cry racism, talk about due process, do all the usual Democrat shtick. But I think at this point, normal people are seeing right through this. They see the insanity of these people rushing to protect gang members while ignoring victims and doing absolutely nothing for American citizens. And I think most people see this for what it is, just a cheap stunt to bask in the limelight for a second, to get in the spotlight, to try to have a Cory Booker moment. Just pathetic, one of the worst optics plays in the history of modern politics. Chris Van Hollen, you are an absolute dweeb. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.